Do you want to know how to brighten your client's hair in between lived implant appointments? So come with me and I'm going to show you a 16 foil money piece technique. Hi, my name is Matthias Gruber and I'm an education expert from Vienna, Austria. Today, let's do some foiling together and create some impactful money pieces for your clients. So let's start by separating my hair first. I'm going to separate the back from the front, from the apex to the middle of the ear, and then I'm going to create two sections, one here underneath, which I need for my money piece to have visibility even on layered hair, and one here on the top. I'm going to place one vertical foil right here in the front of the hairline. In total, I'm going to try to use not more than 3 foils on each side in order to make this really efficient for salon work. As you can see here, the front of the mannequin head is really densely stitched. So therefore, I'm going to work with a very fine highlight here just to break this. On a real head of hair, what I would do is to separate out the smaller lengths with my comb and then do a full slice right up here in the front. I'm going to neatly place my foil and start applying the lightener around 1 centimeter away from the scalp, because the lightener will grow within the foil and reach the roots anyhow. I'm going to do a full slice now because I want maximum lightness in my money piece. I want to really have these standing out and popping. So therefore I'm going to go with a full slice, but this one I'm going to tease because I want to ensure that it transitions nicely. As you can see here, by teasing, I'm actually pulling out the hair from the section, so I can go with my lightener up to the scalp and then apply the lightener so you can go close to the roots. Whenever I close my foil, I'm trying not to press the foil down here, so I ensure the lightener will lift evenly within the foil. I'm gonna try to give it maximum lightness by making those foils full slices. With this foil, I'm trying to blend the very bold lightness I created here with my first 3 foils into the back of the head. So how will I do that? The last one, I'm going to weave. Medium stitch. And tease again. And once again, if you tease the hair correctly, you're able to move really close with the lightener towards the scalp. So now I'm going to move to the opposite side and repeat the exact same pattern. I've done 1 foil, which is a baby light, just to break the very bold contour that this mannequin has. The next 2 foils are full slices that are teased, and the 4th foil is a weaved one that is teased as well to blend into the back of the head. And now I'm going to repeat the exact same thing on the opposite side of my head. So now moving to the top of my head, I'm not working in one section here, but I'm going to split it in 2 in order to bring back the lightness back into the head and ensure that I have enough hair in the front and not make it look like a skunk stripe here in the front. So now moving to the top of my head, I will do this in 2 sections to ensure I go back with the lightness into the hair, so the money piece is not only a stripe here in the front, but it can actually blend into the whole layered haircut. So the first foil I'm going to place here will be going in the same direction as the hairline to break this very strong stitch here. And I'm going to place a marker light, a baby light here. And I'm going to repeat the steps from the sides, working with full slices and a tease. The most important part about applying a lightener within a teased section is never apply the lightener to the tease itself. Really make sure you're not going in here with the lightener, because it will get stripy if you touch the tease. So for my last section, once again, I'm gonna weave and tease. Let's do a classic weave here. And this one is gonna blend all the very bold money piece nicely into the back of the head. And I'm going to make sure I get the foil as close as possible to the root in order for this to blend nicely into the back of the head. And once again, I'm closing my foils in this diamond shape. So here in the middle, they're not overlapping. I'm going to slightly pivot my section. So this one goes vertically to the hairline, and now I'm going to go on a slight diagonal, ensuring I have enough hair here on the back to really have a nice visible face frame. So I'm really pushing my hair out of the section, not just towards the root, so I can then go as close as possible with my lightener within my teased foil, ensuring maximum lightness up to the scalp. And you can see I'm really transitioning my lightener within the foil. Once again, I'm going to do a classic weave and tease to really blend the bold money piece into the back of the head. So let's quickly recap my 16 foils money piece technique. I'm working in 4 sections in the front of the hairline, 2 on each side with 4 foils and 2 on the top of the head going diagonally back. I used the 2 sections on the sides of my head in order to get maximum lightness and distribution even on the sides. So when the client pulls the hair back, it really looks evenly nice from the front. And if you just do the foils up here, you will get a very stripy money piece, especially on layered hair, and won't have enough lightness in the perimeter of your hair. So that's why I'm using these 2 side sections. On each of the sections, I've done 1 baby light in the front of the hairline, then 2 full slices that are teased in order to get a lot of lightness, and then the last foil was always a weaved tease to blend the highlight into the back of the head. So this is my finished result. By placing some foils on the sides of the head, I have maximum lightness as well in the perimeter. And because I did diagonal foils here in the top part, you won't see any stripiness in your result, but a really nice blend going backwards into the head. The important part about creating impactful money pieces is to use as little foils as possible to be efficient, but create as much impact. So therefore, try to use full slices and not weave too much in order to recreate it easily when doing it the next time. Lived-in blonde results are very trending right now, so all foliage, balayage effects are all out there on Instagram. Nevertheless, they make our clients come less frequently to our salons. With a refreshment service offering a money piece together with a toner and a blowout, you can make them come back after 12 or 14 weeks. I hope you really liked my technique. If you want to see some more, here are some recommendations, or hit the subscribe button to stay notified. See you soon.